Hey, hi. And here I am looking around and not paying attention. Okay. So I'm trying to find my live stream on Facebook so I can watch what's going on while it's going on. There it is. Okay. 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 I'm done messing around. Hi, Susie. Okay. If you all saw Joey's message this afternoon about being confused, well, guess what? Me too. Here's the deal. I think I told you before. The first Thursday of the month was Warnersville Library Day. Well, okay, here's what happened. Um, there's a lady that does yoga on the first Thursday of the month. Actually, I think she does it every Thursday, or I don't know, a couple days, couple times a month on a Thursday. So she used to do this outside, so we never even knew she was there. Hi, Carol. And all of a sudden, last month, she was there. Hi, Karen. What? You found me. So there she is trying to do yoga at one end of the room, and we're trying to make cards at the other end of the room. And I was fine with it. It wasn't a problem for me. But as you know, if you've ever done yoga, they'd like you to concentrate, find your zen, get inside yourself, or whatever the heck it is you do with yoga. And they play music and stuff like that. And yeah, she was uncomfortable with us being there making our cards and talking and having a good time and giggling. And you know what we do when we make cards. So she complained, and they said, okay, so either you're going to have to be up in the library, which was not desirable for me because there's just not enough room up there. So I said, okay, I'll switch my day. So, hi, Connie. So now I'm doing it the first Wednesday of the month, and it's at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7. I'm sorry, guys, but it is physically impossible for me to get cleaned up, get my car packed up, and get back home and set up for the Facebook Live from 7 to 7:30. It's just not going to work. So I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to skip the first Wednesday of the month for Facebook. Unless they get super duper Wi-Fi over there, which right now they have really bad Wi-Fi. If they would get really good Wi-Fi, I would just go ahead and do it right there from the library. But it won't work as it is now. So I'll think of something. Maybe I'll tape something or do something. I'll try to do something to keep it going. But starting in January, it will not be live the first Wednesday of the month. It will be live the whole rest of the month, but just not the first Wednesday. And that I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I think we'll work with that. Uh, so what's happening? Oh, okay. For those of you who are not demonstrators, this is what's happening. Look at this. There's a new mini catalog on its way for January to April. If there's, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Okay, the mini catalog and celebration, and I can't really show you what's inside. That's not legal, but I can tell you that if there is anything that you see when you get those catalogs that you fall in love with, order it right away. So that we don't have another thing like we did with the Halloween last year and the autumn leaves and that stuff. I am not a pushy salesperson type. I am not one of those people who says, "Oh, hurry, get it before what supplies last." But this past 6 months has been a disaster as far as I'm concerned with my customers not being able to get things they want because it's out of stock, and Stampin' Up stopping to supply things that are in the catalog because it's low in inventory and letting it go. And that just, it just had me all befuddled. So all I'm going to say is if there's something you want, get it as soon as you can. And right now, let's see, Cherry Cobbler and Lost Lagoon were two papers that I needed and I know other people needed, and they were on back order and they are in now. All the papers are in. Most of the embellishments that were gone are in, and now there's a whole new list of things on back order. Things, some stamp pads and reinkers and stuff. So it's getting to be a lot of fun with the back order, playing the back order game. Enough about that. I'm excited about Celebration coming. I just hope it goes better this time. And I am trying to order some extra stock so that if you try to get something and it's on back order, maybe I will have it here. Hopefully, that would be a good thing. Because there's some cute things coming out in there. There's some very, very pretty things actually coming out that I know are going to be big sellers. There's a new kit that just came out, florally kind of thing. Uh, that's really the only new stuff that's going on right now. Christmas is coming, and I was hesitant to do another Christmas card this time because I know a lot of you already have your Christmas cards done and out the door. But sometimes you still need a last minute one or something special for people. So I'm gonna do them. And here's another reason why I'm gonna do them. I made a promise to myself when I placed my Christmas catalog order that I was going to use every single stamp set that I ordered. I was going to use them all. And I have been trying to use a different one each week. And I have pretty much done what I said I was going to do, with the exception of this last one. And the funny thing is, as soon as I saw this, it's in the front of the catalog. As soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh, I have to have that. I really like that set." It's called Miriam Bright, and it's the paper with it is very bright. They're very, very bright. So that's what I'm using for tonight's cards. And you know what? I use the bright paper and it really is cool. So, let's see. I am going to, oh, okay, before I hop off, because I haven't been here for the last couple weeks. I did the American Music Theater show, was fabulous. If you get a chance to go see the Christmas show, the American Music Theater Christmas show, definitely go. It is really, really cool. Um, let's see what else is happening. Next week, I'm not going to be here again because next week I am going to Dutch Apple on the 13th for their Christmas show. Or wait a minute, I am going to be here. Oh my gosh, because the 14th. Oh geez, now I'm really off here. Um, the 14th, is it the 13th and 14th or 14th and 15th? I think it's the 14th. Yes, it is. It's the 14th and 15th. Okay, so I am going to be here next Wednesday. But next Thursday, I'm going to Dutch Apple, and next Friday is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I am really looking forward to that. But anyway, I wasn't here the last couple of weeks, so I just stuck everybody's names in here that has been on in the last couple of weeks. And anybody who has commented or anything in the last 2 or 3 weeks is in here. And so I'm going to pull a name. Karen, you get the card tonight. Karen gets tonight's card. Woo woo. I will be at Robizonia. Gosh, we are getting so close. Oh, I will be at the Robbie Library on the 27th, but that's after Christmas. Oh, but I will see you before that. That's right. I'll bring it with me on the 12th. I think all you guys except Carol will be there on the 12th. Carol, this is a team lunch, so sorry. Okay, so Karen gets a card. I may have to make myself a note because I'm scattered these days. Very scattered. Very scattered. See, and I wrote the wrong date. I wrote 12/7 and it's 12/6. I and if I think I'm caught up with cards. I think I have everybody's cards that you won out. So if you are owed a card and you didn't get it, let me know because as far as I'm concerned, I think I have them all. But if I don't, I need to know. Coming up, we have Stampin' Chat, December 22nd, 10 to 12. Anybody who doesn't know about that, it's just a time when we all gab and share projects and just talk a little bit. We don't, it's not formal like this. Anybody can get on, it's on Zoom. I just have to send you an invitation. So if you want to get on, you have to let me know so I can send you an invitation. Again, that's Friday the 22nd from 10 to 12. I will be at the UCC of Robizonia on the 21st. The church has us in a nice little room in the downstairs, and we have lots of room there. It's very nice. So join us. That is from 1 to 3. And then Robizonia Library on December 27th at 1:30. And those are all scheduled and planned, so no changes with holidays or anything like that. And then for those of you who don't know, Christmas is Monday the 25th of December. Oh, we get so caught up in things. Okay, so I am going to zip off here. I'm going to zip myself off here so we can get started on these cards. Here we go. Okay. So we're working. I told you we're doing Merry and Bright. For anybody who does not know this, and I thought everybody knew this, but I found out recently that everybody doesn't know this. Okay, this is the pack of designer series paper for the Merry and Bright, and it is very, very bright. The paper, if you can see the back of it, it's really kind of pretty. I like it. I do like it. It's a lot of nice colors, but what my point here is that I wanted to show you on the back over here under the Stampin' Up logo is where the description is of what you have in this pack. It says Merry Bold and Bright 12 by 12 designer series paper. Blueberry bushel, crushed curry, flirty flamingo, grainy apple green, lemon lime twist, melon mambo, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce. Those are all the colors that coordinate with the paper. Hi, Barb. How are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Those are all the colors that coordinate with the papers that are in this pack. I like the colors. This is some bright colors. So what I did to plan my first card is I kind of copied what's in the catalog for this stamp set for the sample because I liked it, but I didn't use the colors that they used. And here it is. This is what I ended up with. I grabbed out of this line, out of this suggested colors, I grabbed shaded spruce, crushed curry. I did first use Poppy Parade, but my Poppy Parade stamp pad was not working right, so I did Real Red here. But I think I fixed it, so I can probably use the Poppy Parade, although I like the Real Red. And then the Blueberry Bushel is the bottom one. So here's what I did to make this card. I took a white, index card, just a piece of white cardstock, okay? And I colored it. I mean, I didn't color it. I started with my shaded spruce. I'm gonna leave the card here so you can see what I'm talking about. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get ink on it if I do. Okay. Um, I have my words spread out here. So I'm gonna start with E, and I'm doing that in shaded spruce. Now, to avoid having to do a whole lot of cutting here, I'm gonna start up here in this top corner, and I'm gonna put that A really close to the corner. See? All good. That's good, Barbara. You home? Then the next one is lemon lime twist, or you could use granny apple green if you prefer, but I'm using the lemon lime twist. And I'm going to do that again close, but not right on top of it because you need a little bit of room here. Okay. To get your cut in there. I keep sticking my fingers in the stamp pads. Next is crushed curry. And for that, it's the end bright. Again, close to the edge. And we're going to try the Poppy Parade for the Christmas. Not much traveling right now, so you're at home. That's good. You know, this is a good time to be at home, though. There's so much to do, and you get a chance to do it. I used to do all my shopping when I was out of town, so that was a good thing. But I don't really have much shopping to do anymore these days, and most of my shopping is done online, so it doesn't really matter. And blueberry bushel is the last thing. How about everybody else? Are you all caught up with your shopping and decorating? And there's just so much to do. Baking. I put up the tree this week, and you know what? I've been really, really taking my time with it. I put the tree up one day. It's already lit, so I didn't have to worry about lights. And I started bringing down my decorations a box at a time. And putting them on and then putting the box away and then getting the next box. So I have everything on now and I like it. It looks really pretty. And today I ended up closing up the pavilion outside, packing all that stuff away, getting all that stuff done. Tomorrow I'm going to hang some lights up on the pavilion. So here's what we have. Everything you'll notice is leaning over this way. We want it centered. So we got to cut everything out. But now we don't have to cut this side. All we have to do is cut strips. There's one. There's one. And if you kind of line these up right here with that slot, you know you're doing it where you want it to be. Whoops, I just moved that. Don't move it after you figure it out. Yeah, that's good. Okay, one more. Somehow I got that blue one crooked. So I'm going to try to kind of straighten that out a little bit if I can. And I just really messed that up. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's okay. Okay, and then I just take a scissors and cut the ends off. Leave a little white around the ends. Now, I took right after all of our. I'm reading the closed captioning and it says something about evidence. Oh, and I was trying to get myself off of here so everything's bigger. Hi, Brenda. There we go. Now it's better. Okay, I'm trimming off the ends. And there's all our words. A merry and bright Christmas to you and yours. Okay, so what I was started to say before is when at the beginning of the season, I ran a whole lot of white pieces. These are 4 by 5 1/4. I ran a whole bunch of them through my favorite embossing folders, and I just have a stack of them already pre-embossed. So they're this size, and I just cut them down to the size that I need. Now for this one, I'm using shaded spruce for the background. Brenda, I don't know. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you. I think you knew this because I think I told you this before, but I'm using this Mary Bold and Bright Designer Series paper, which has a whole ton of different colors in it, bright colors. And on the back, where it gives you a description of the paper, is a listing of the colors that go with this paper. And that's how I decided what colors I was going to use for this. So my base is shaded spruce, and it's already cut and scored. I still have to look at these things and go valley, mountain. Okay, and my designer series paper with all the cool lights on it is going to be right on the front. And I'm gluing it right down. You guys should check out the clearance rack too. There's a lot of stuff going on out there right now. Okay, and I'm going to put that aside for right now and take my embossed piece, and I'm going to cut off about an inch or maybe three. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut out 3/4 of an inch to start. I'm taking that off of the bottom and the side. I don't want to hide my lights. I want them, these lights in the background, because that's where all my colors coming from. So I want to make sure you can see them. So yeah, that's pretty good. It could go a little tiny bit less on the side. So no specific measurements, just kind of wing it. And then for my tree trunk, I have scraps here, and I'm just going to cut one of these. I'm putting all of the words on dimensionals. I do happen to have some dimensional strips that I think are going to work really well for this little project. And I also already did the star. And the star's going right at the top, of course, in the center. I'm cutting the edges of my dimensional. So, oh, that might be too big. Yeah, it is going to be too big. I'm going to have to cut a dimensional really small to get on there, to fit on there. Okay. And try and get that right in the center up top. Then we have the A. I'm going to use my tweezers to place these because I just feel like that makes it a whole lot more comfortable. Mary is next. And I'm going to use a strip for that. Now, these are placed a little bit wonky, just a little crooked, not too crooked, just a little. The end bright is next. And I'm going to use this strip. There we go. That way. And Christmas. So this was not really hard at all. To you and yours. And the to you and yours, I'm going to try and get straight instead of the wonky like the other ones are, just to be a good base. And then my tree trunk is here. And this is the only piece I didn't cut with a paper cutter, and I cut it crooked. And I'm going to use the strip for this too because that's good. I don't want it to be too wide. And there we go. What do you think? Kind of cute, huh? Now, I'm taking, I really like these little suckers. Iridescent adhesive back discs. Okay, they are in all different bright colors and they go with everything because they're all different bright colors. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of them and stick them on here wherever I feel like. They do not take up room. So that's the really neat part about it. When I say they don't take up room, what I mean is they don't stick up. So, like, we have used the dimensionals, excuse me, we have used the dimensionals on this part, but that's going to smush down enough that when it gets to the post office, it should not be a big problem, I don't think. There. But these things are totally flat. They're just little discs, and they're nice colors. I really do like them. I've been using them quite a bit lately. Of course, I don't know if they're available at the moment or not. Okay, so let's see. We did that. Now we're going to get our base back. And oops, that one lost its glue. So let me try another one. I think when I was taking these off the first time, you got to be a little careful with these because they kind of, if you catch them just right, they pop and they fly. Yes, they fly. And I had one, that other one kind of flew and stuck to something and I peeled it off. And apparently I left a sticky behind. There, okay. Good as new. So now this is just going to get glued onto the front. People often ask me which side of the embossed piece I use. It doesn't matter. It's your preference. Whatever you like the best, that's what you use. Now I just got glue all over this paper. And I don't want that glue all over my card. So I'm going to try and wait. Okay, I think yeah, I got it all. Okay. I have been going through these tissues like crazy. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I have been being really sloppy. Okay, I did these ahead of time. This is my inside. This is one of the stamps that's in that set. I just stamped it in real red, I believe, and I used gray for the top. You could dress that up if you want to, make it, you put a couple of them there, um, color that in, or something like that if you want to be fancy, but I kind of like it just the way it is. Then I use basic gray to stamp this with a little more sparkle and a little less stress. Let's make this Christmas the very best. That is from the, which one is that from? That is from, huh, well, I don't know. Jeez. Brightest glow? No. In your, no. The very best occasions. I put it aside so I would know. So I could tell you. And then I didn't see it. It's the very best occasions. Okay. And here's the envelope that I made. Also, the envelope, same as the inside of this. It has the light there. Okay. The words. Brenda wants to know right where I saw the words. I got the words from this stamp set, Merry and Bright. This is a whole suite. It has these stamps. It has some very nice dies. And one of the best things about these dies, let me show you this. These lights, there's two of them, two of the things that go on top. There's four of these actually. Wait till you see the next card we do. It has some really cute stuff going on. Okay, I like these strings of lights. I didn't use them tonight at all, but I like them, and I will probably play around with them later. But so that was the suite that I used to get these words. Next card. This one is really cute too. Susie, you ordered the glass mat. So did I. I really like that. I really think that's going to be. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be as useful as it looks, but I'm going to be optimistic about it. Um, and I will let everybody know when I get it. That is a joining special for anyone who's not a demonstrator. If you join, you get this neat glass mat that looks kind of like this grid paper, except it's glass. Then it has a silicone thing with it and a cleaning cloth and some other things with it. So it looks like it's going to be really useful. So this is the next card we're going to do. I think this one's very cute too. This is using the dies that are with that set that I just showed you. The colored, with these dies, you get two of this die. So I use it's those two. That's what they look like. And then the silver parts are that this, and then this is the filaments. So there's two of these, two of these, two of these, two of these. Now, is that right? No, there's one of these and one of these. That's right. Okay. And two of those and two of those. So it goes quicker. It's nice when you do it that way. When you have two at a time, you can do. And I was able to double up on the colored paper too. So that worked out okay. And once again, I have some, let's see, I grabbed a piece of paper. I had some snowflakes cut out. Let me put that aside. I had some snowflakes cut out. Hi Lisa, you got the glass mat too. Yes, they aren't they cute? They really are. My mom and dad used to hang those lights outside around the house, and they were, I don't know, they just, I think my mom still has them up. I don't think she ever takes them down. I think she leaves them up year round. She just doesn't ever light them. Like she can unplug them or something at the end. And yeah, it's all different colors of those big round things. This kind of light. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a white base, and we're gonna score it at 4 1/4. This is 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. Burnish. Okay. I use the Design Your Series paper that just says fa la 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 la. Only bought pre-orders. Oh, Susie, I did. I've had a lot of people calling me um, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a shame because they're all calling me since the big sale and asking for stamp pads and paper and just different things like that. So I've just been building up their orders and adding them to my pre-order. So I just ordered a whole lot of stuff, but a lot of it isn't mine. And I tried to kind of back off some just because I'm getting too much stuff. But I do have the lavender. I did get the lavender because we could get that pre-order. So I already have it. It's in my grubby little mitts. And it will be coming soon. Again, I'm going to cut off 3/4 of an inch on the side and on the bottom of this piece. And I think I even cut a little more than that. Yeah. To show a lot of that designer paper. Like, I hate to cover that up, you know? The designer paper. I like to use it and I don't like to cover it up so much. So, and still a little more. I guess I should have measured this right off the bat and just said, okay, this is the measurements. Okay, so what I end up with, let's see, what did I end up with? 3 1/4 by 4. That sounds about right. Okay, now I have my light bulbs cut out already so that you don't have to sit and watch me cut them out. I have this is the Poppy Parade, Lemon Lime Twist, or Granny Apple Green. That's Granny Apple Green, and this is Crushed Curry. Then I have these guys, and I can tell you right now, I'm using my silicone mat to glue these things on so I don't get glue all over everything. And let's see, I can put the base away for a few minutes because we're going to put the light bulbs together. I'm just going to start out with these things. And of course, I'm going to have to use my trusty little blue pen. Carol, I keep forgetting that you need help filling this. I need help finding it at the moment. There it is. You need to bring it with you somewhere that I'm going to be so I can try and fill it for you. The tip gets clogged, and then it looks like it's unclogged, but it's still clogged sometimes. Yeah, I'm just putting tiny little smidgens on this because I really, really hate, these are silver paper. I really hate when glue gets on the front of it because it makes it dull. It's shiny, and then you get glue on it, and it makes it all dull. So I try really hard not to get glue on the front of it. So I'm going to start with those pieces first. And I'm going to put it up, not quite into the top. Yeah, kind of into the top actually, because I'm going to have this part cover the tip top. So there's one. There's one. And here's one. All three are the same. And then just get a little bit of glue on these pieces. And when you're putting those on, don't do what I did the first time. Don't put glue on that top part. Don't put glue on the sides. Just a little bit of glue in the middle is good. Don't drop it like I just did. There. So you're just putting a little bit of glue in the middle of that top. And that'll hold it. It'll stick good. Dry in no time. Okay, Carol, I'll remind you if you want. Um, that is at 1 to 3 on the 21st. So I can send you a reminder if you would like. I ordered some extra catalogs here in case we have an issue like we did the last time where you weren't getting yours, because you weren't the only one. There were some other people didn't get them. And so I'm just going to give some of them out instead of worrying about whether you get them or not. I did mail one to you, but if they don't get it to you in time, I'll get you one. Okay, there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is make our words, and we're going to do the words exactly the same way we did the last ones on the tree, except we're not using so many words. Here's what I'm doing, and I already did these. I did the Mary red and bright in green, and I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom. And I'm not bothering with dimensionals, so I'm putting dimensionals on the lights. I just want it at the top corner here and the bottom corner here. You can put them on now or you can put them on when it's all finished. Either way, it works. Then we're going to take our lights and I'm going to use dimensionals, like I said, on these. I'm going to start with the red one over in the corner over here. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you can put them any way you want. Green one here. I called Zia Maria to find out about making reservations for us, and they said, "Oh, you don't need a reservation for lunch." So they better have our a table for us. Carol, are you having trouble from the glue staying at the top and doesn't go to the bottom when you tap it? I'm not sure what you're referring to. She's having trouble filling it. Is that what you mean? Any help you can offer is great. Okay, and the third one can go there. So, oh, dimensional fuzz. Joey is not joining me tonight. I don't know why. I'm not sure where he is. He's where he is. He's not up here. He's downstairs. Okay, and I'm going to stick some of these discs on here again. I'm going to go with a green one. And these, I could even stick these in the middle of some snowflakes. There. And then when I attached it to my card, I did kind of put it a little off center. I didn't put it exactly centered. I put it off a little, and it looks, I think that adds a little bit of interest to it. And the inside is the same as the others. If I can, oh, maybe I don't have another. Yes, I do. There it is. A little more sparkle, a little less stress. Let's make this Christmas the very best. And there's that little light. That is going to go inside here. Like so. Same envelope. Oh, but I don't have enough. I'm going to have to make another envelope. In fact, I think I might need two. And just see. Yes. Okay, so all I did for the envelopes, very simple. Took this bottom of the light and Poppy Parade ink and put it kind of corner to corner in the corner of the envelope. You know, I always like to do something on the envelopes that gives the mailman something to do when he's walking around. They don't walk around anymore, do they? Or do they? I don't know. I know around our house they don't because we're rural and it's too far for them to have to walk. But I don't know if they walk in town anymore or not. So this is basic gray that I'm using to do this top part. And actually, Here is a light string that would look kind of cute going across the envelope like that. Um, you have to watch that you're leaving yourself room for the return address, but I like doing this stuff. Just goofing around a little bit. Not sure what color. Let's see. Those are usually green, so let's do a shaded spruce. Still walking the town, huh? There, that's cute. You know, you got to give the mailman something to do while he's walking, then, especially if it's snowing. Like he doesn't have enough to do watching for snow, right? Okay, so that is our card. And there's our envelopes. And Karen won the card tonight. So I'm going to give you your choice, the tree or the lights. You pick one and I will get it to you if you're still there. Okay. Looks like Karen left. Okay, Susie, I'm looking to see what you're saying. Stab the glue in the bottle with a toothpick or something similar. What the problem is, a bubble forms at the okay. I know what you're saying. Okay. So try sticking a toothpick in there, Carol, or something. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining me again. And you're welcome, Connie. Thank you for coming. I do appreciate you guys watching. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself so much. So I will see those of you on my team on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And everyone else, I'll see you next Wednesday at 7:30 right here. Same time. Thanks a lot. And I will see you then. Don't work too hard on your Christmas preparations.